Okay, good morning everybody. Today is April 2nd, 2020. I'm recording a little video right now because we're going through a pandemic right now of COVID-19 in all over the world. And it's a chance for us to reflect about who we are and where we are in life. And not just that, like we're living in history right now too. When we look through history textbooks, we see all the stories and we ask older generations what it was like living through a time period. What was it like living during World War II or during Vietnam or during the 80s, right? Well, we're living in a really interesting time right now too. And so my hope with this is to make a couple of videos over the next, I guess, month or so, a couple months, see how long this thing lasts, just to give like my kids a feel, maybe hopefully grandkids a feel for what it was like living through a global pandemic. I've never lived through one. I'm 40 years old right now. And so I hope and pray this is the only one that we ever get to experience. So what's happening in the world right now, as applies to my life and applies to outside of my city of Woodstock, Ontario. So right now I'm a teacher and I'm not working right now. We're supposed to be doing what's called learn at home instruction, which starts next week. So the government set up all these websites and all these tools to help students learn at home. So teachers are going to be doing virtual lessons. We're not in the classroom right now. We've never really experienced this too. We do some stuff using technology, but not a whole lot. So there's going to be some interesting changes with education. If this gets watched, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years in the future, this could be the norm for education. But for us, it's baby steps. It's brand new. Most businesses right now are closed in town. If you're deemed non-essential, so something like a bakery has been deemed non-essential, so bakeries are closed. A lot of restaurants are just doing takeout service. There's no sitting inside a restaurant. You can't go out and have a drink or a coffee with somebody because there's no sit-down stuff anywhere. A lot of factories that aren't doing essential stuff are shut down, say automotive, for example. There's nobody purchasing cars right now, so a lot of those places are on shutdown as well too. As for us at home, we're homeschoolers, so for us it's kind of business as usual, except me being home doing some extra stuff too. Our churches are closed in town too, so we've been doing worship, well, not quite worship, but we've been listening to a sermon through our pastor online, which some churches have been doing for years. For us it's a brand new thing. Last night we just did prayer meeting via an application called Zoom. That was online and it was interesting, all of us coming together to do that. Just these different changes that are happening. When you walk around the streets, there are people wearing masks, and the problem is this virus is really contagious. Bryn's waving at me right now. So you can breathe in, contact on the skin. So there's like a lot of people contact on the skin right now too. No handshakes, no fist bumps. Stores are recommending that you stay 6 feet away from other customers and shops. Now some places have like circles on the floor where it says keep 6 feet away. So like you line up there when you get your groceries checked out. And they're even saying to leave your house, just go out for the essentials, like any food that you need. So don't go out just the stores to go browsing. A lot of places have signs saying don't browse, we'll come and help you. So it's been really weird. Like when you drive around cities, there's not a lot of cars out, there's not a lot of pedestrians out. We went to the park on Sunday, and there was people walking around, but not at arm's length, and very few people just interacting. It's almost like we've been shut down, like not just as a society, but just like individually, corporately. Just talking to people just seems weird because you open your mouth and there's a little bit of fear of like, am I going to spread a virus? Am I going to catch something? So it's been really interesting. Scary sometimes, I guess you could say, especially when you read about celebrities and famous people. You always have this thought that famous people are, they're immune to these things. The common people get these diseases, famous people don't. But we just found out a whole bunch of basketball players and hockey players have been diagnosed. Prince Charles has been diagnosed with COVID-19. The King of Monaco has been diagnosed as well too. A lot of musicians, some passed away, a couple in the past 2 days. So it's been really eye-opening to see that it affects everybody. So we're going to keep staying safe, keep washing your hands, try to stay at home as much as possible. Hasn't gotten boring yet. It's exciting. We have 3 kids here, so keeps everybody busy. Steph's been baking a lot, so we're going to put on some pounds with baking, but it's going to be good eating. So, all right, so that's about 5 minutes, so I'll try to touch base later on, and we'll see what happens with this thing. All right, take care, guys.